Hi, I'm Rochelle and you're watching Rochelle Plum Art. I'm just going to start off by saying that this video is a complete mess, but you'll see why later on. So I started off by gaining a load of images off Pinterest, which were used for references or for inspiration. And then I imported these images into Canva to create a mood board. I personally find mood boards so helpful. I would definitely recommend creating them before any art process that you do. I learned through art college how useful they can be because it's basically a way of taking everything out of your brain and putting it onto a piece of paper. So it is really inspiring to look at whilst you're working. After that, I started to work on my base sketch, which I then rubbed out. This was to make sure that I didn't have any thick underlying pencil lines that would show through my paint. And then I finally started painting. This was me just laying down my wash, which was about 2 parts water and 1 part paint. In this video, I'm using Hemi gouache paints. They are so good and possibly my favourite medium. This was going so well, the paint was going on nice and smooth, I was laying down a good base, and then all of a sudden... So I had to delete over 5,000 videos and photos from my phone and a load of apps on top of that. I even downloaded this clearing app, doing everything I could to clear up storage, and still there was only the tiniest space left. So I've had to record very minimal parts of this process to then put into 2 different videos. That kind of explains why this video's in 2 parts and not just 1. Anyway, back onto the painting. Here I started using a much deeper blue. This was to outline the pond water so that I could create a much bigger depth. By the time that I had finished all of this dark blue, it was about 8:30 and I really needed a break from all of that storage stress. So I decided to go on a run with my dog, and it was the absolute perfect moment because the sunset was gorgeous. Some appreciation for this view. And this is me signing off. After getting back from the run, I decided that I wanted to keep working, so I did. And I actually really enjoyed carrying on from this point because the lighting of where I was working was really great and super cozy and relaxing. So that definitely helped with my process. There, I just built up the water texture as much as I could, building up slowly. And I'm not quite fully happy with where this was at or where I left it. So in the next video, I might go back and add more, but we'll see. After that, I started working on the rocks, just using a dark grey to outline the shadows a bit more and then blending that out to make it super soft because I didn't really want the rocks to be too defined because they aren't really the main viewpoint that I wanted in this piece. Then I finally got to work on extra components around the scene. This was me starting on the tree trunk, which was actually my favourite part of this whole painting so far. I really enjoyed doing it, and I have no idea why it was my favourite. I think it was just really satisfying to fill in. Let me know in the comments what your favourite part is so far. So on an end note, it was about 11:30 at this point and I really needed to go to sleep. I will make sure to post the second video and I promise you it'll be a lot less problematic. But thank you so much for watching anyway. If you have any questions or advice to give me, make sure to pop them in the comments. Goodbye!